What if my toddler mixes up pronouns? Have you ever noticed your toddler mixing up pronouns? It can be quite amusing and a little confusing at the same time. But don't worry, this is a normal part of their language development. Let's talk about what this means and how you can support your little one. First off, it is very common for toddlers to mix up pronouns like I, me, you, my, and mine. These words can be tricky because toddlers are learning that pronouns change based on who is speaking. For example, I is used by the person talking, while you is for the person being talked to. Understanding this switch takes time and practice. Typically, toddlers start using simple pronouns between the ages of 18 and 24 months. They may begin with words like I, me, my, and you. As they grow, they will learn more complex pronouns. During this journey, it is not unusual for them to say you when they mean I, or even use their own name instead of a pronoun. You might hear them say things like her did that or I got it meself. These mix-ups show that they are experimenting with language and figuring out how pronouns work. Mixing up pronouns is not a sign of a problem. It is simply a normal step in their language learning process. Toddlers are still grasping the concept that pronouns change based on who is talking and who is being talked about. This skill develops gradually through practice and exposure to language in everyday conversations, reading, and play. To help your toddler with pronouns, try using clear and simple sentences that include pronouns naturally. For example, you can say, I am eating, or you want the toy. This way, they hear pronouns used correctly in context. Gently model the correct use of pronouns without directly correcting or criticizing their mistakes. Reading books and telling stories that emphasize pronouns can also be beneficial. This helps your child hear pronouns in context, making it easier for them to understand. Encourage your toddler to talk about themselves and others using pronouns during daily routines. Patience is key. Mastery of pronouns usually happens gradually, often by preschool age. However, if your toddler is significantly delayed in using pronouns or seems confused beyond the typical mix-ups by around age 3 or 4, it may be a good idea to discuss this with a pediatrician or speech therapist for guidance. In summary, mixing up pronouns is a normal part of toddler language development. It reflects their growing understanding of how language works. With supportive communication and time, your toddler will learn to use pronouns correctly.